The reason I'm asking you this, if you are a true entrepreneur, and if you have maybe 5 key people in your team, I call them as Rhino, Swan, Snake, Tiger, and an elephant. Rhino is the guy who is taking all the bullets for you. Swan is that particular person who is knowledgeable enough to dig upon and extract knowledge to wisdom. There is a huge difference. To become like water rather than becoming a normal serial entrepreneur. We have been hearing a lot about entrepreneurship. May I understand from the audience what is the concept of becoming like water? Any one of you?
You can take any shape.
You can take any shape. Anyone else?
You can flow.
You can flow. Anything?
Transparent.
Transparent. Excellent. Anyone else? Sorry? Okay, that's interesting.
You can vanish in thin air.
Amazing. You can vanish in thin air. And?
Can be mixed with anything. Post after this session.
Super. And you can become a best reflection. Becoming like water means if you are static, you give a best reflection to the person who is in front of you. If you are not a static water, if you are moving, somebody is probably acting or reacting with you, that becomes a ripple. So you become the best ripple for the world. And when we are talking about all these kind of activities, I'm sure that you all are master in your own business. But I think we miss a very basic thing in our life. We are always talking about we work with Western world, we work with probably USA. I do that as well. To be very honest, we have around 97 countries chapter. But this is not about 97 countries. This is all about how we can market ourselves. Can we ask ourselves, are we doing the right kind of marketing? Do we have that kind of reflection? Do we have the kind of people who can probably throw a simple stone in your water and that becomes ripple? Meaning, do we have a kind of community who talks about you, not about themselves? Can I have that answer from the audience? Say for an example, if I'm talking here, will you talk about me in your community? If that is happening, then only we can grow. When we talk about SMEs, well, I don't define it as SMEs, MSMEs or corporates. We all are human beings, man. We need to understand a very basic thing. When you are earning money, are you giving back to the community? It can be recruiting multiple number of people. If you are recruiting multiple number of people, that means you are taking care of families. If you are taking care of families, that means you are actually building nation. I was hearing, I think, a lot about 2 of the eminent past speakers. To be very honest, post-COVID is not an era of creating sky-rising, high-rocket sky buildings. In today's world, the work culture is changing dynamically and drastically. If you look at the corporates, they are actually asking people to work from home. How many of you have adopted that technology? How many of you are there in cloud? I have been called as mad and crazy when 2018 we went to complete cloud and started taking and asking people to work from home. And then in 2019, when COVID hit, man, we made a lot of money because people then started asking, you are that crazy guy who went completely cloud. How you made it happen? Can you help us? So that I can become the catalyst. If you remember, try to become like a water. So if you have a color, I'm colorless. You put red, I'll become that. And that's the sole reason when I felt after my last interaction in Pune, I saw that there is a beautiful color for Axis Bank. I felt that I should dress with similar kind of color. I'm so sorry I don't have that kind of suit, but I tried to mix with this color. The essence of growth, again, is to make an ecosystem and grow together. I am just no one. I'm just a small drop out of drop of a big ocean. But you all have different industries, and I'm sure every industry knows other part.